Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, Miss.
Thank you for today. So today we want to deliver the material about types of error analysis. So let me introduce our member. The first member is Devhia Suci Ardhana. The second is Eka Sari Agustin. Third is Finny Restiana. The next is Mayang Dwi Safitri, and me as a moderator, Oni Ampuhan, and the last is Yulianah. The first material we delivered by Mayang. Time is yours.
The first material, type of error analysis. Linguistic classifies error based on the language component and constituent linguistic. Language component consists of phonology or pronunciation, syntax and morphology or grammar, semantics and lexicon or meaning and vocabulary, and discourse or style. A. Morphology. Errors which are related to morphology can be divided into 6 parts, which are the first, error in indefinite article. A. Article A is used in front of noun which has the vowel sound. Example, gratia, umbrella, hour, and. B. Article an is used in front of noun which has the consonant sound. Next. The second is error in case. A. Omitting as. Example, graduate, Ali book, mother dress. The third is error in the verb form for the third person singular. A. Not adding as at the verb of third person singular. Example, Gratia, she helped her mother every morning. B. Error in putting as at the verb which is followed by adverbial participle. Example, Gratia, the water boiled downs. C. Error in the simple past tense. Past tense from the irregular verb is not added ed. Example, Gratia, I walked to school yesterday. And adding ed as the verb which has been added ed. Example, Gratia, he helped his brother in the field last Sunday. Okay, next material will be delivered by One.
Okay, thank you, Mayang, for your explanations. Okay, next is syntax. Error which is related to syntax can be clarified according to first is noun phrase. Error which is related to noun phrase can be grouped into 4 parts. First is determiners. First is not using article that should be used with noun. Example, he did not buy book. Second, using noun article at the place that should be placed by possessive pronoun. Example, he fell down on the head. Third is using possessive pronoun together with definite article in the front of noun. Example, the student worked hard for their exams. Next. Okay, four is the use of possessive pronoun which is not correct. For example, the little girl hurt his leg. B. Nominalization. Using infinite for verb that should be in the ing form. For example, he earned his living by to teach. C. Numbers. First, using singular form for noun that should be in the plural form. Example, he needs some green leaf. Second, using plural form for a noun that should be in the singular form. Like example, two child is helped by policeman. D is the use of pronouns. First is omitting pronouns as the subject of sentence. Example, she bought the book last month. Second, omitting the introductory it. Example, it is rude to say it. Third, omitting pronoun as the subject, as the object. For example, I want it hot. Fourth, pronoun as a subject which is used redundantly. For example, my brother he go to New Zealand. Last is using pronoun me in the positions of pronoun as a subject. Thank you. For the next material we delivered by Eka Sari Agustin. Time is yours.
Thank you, One. Okay, I'll continue the next material about verb phrase. Error which is related to the verb phrase can be in omitting verb on the incorrect use of progressive tense. The first is omitting verb. The sentence which use main verb, for example, she walks to school every morning. And the second sample is the sentence which doesn't use to be. The example of the sentence which doesn't use to be are I student and she a teacher. And the use of progressive tense. The first is not using to be. For example, father going to town. And using the ing form for the sentence which is used in the simple past sentence. For example, he watching television last night. And the last, verb and verb construction. The first one is omitting the word to in the idential subject construction. For example, I go play. And using the word for and to together. For example, he came for to help us. And the third, omitting the word to in the verb and verb construction. For example, I see a bird got the leaf. And the last, using past tense for to infinitive. For example, he is going to told a story.
Okay, thank you, Eka, for your explanations. So next is delivered by Finny. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, One. Next material about transformation. Error which is related to the transformation can be classified into negative transformation, multi-negation, question transformation, transformation of there, transformation of subordinate clause. A. Negative transformation, using the word no or not without the auxiliary do. For example, he not teach anymore. Why not you come to my house? B. Multi-negation, using not and no more than one. For example, we won't have no fun. There isn't no one in the classroom. C. Question transformation, omitting the auxiliary. For example, how the explanation helps. Next, D. Their transformation. The first, the use of the that should be are. For example, there is some books. Is there many people? The second, omitting the word there in the sentence with introductory there. For example, is only one student in the class. The third, using it was in sentence that should be placed by there were. For example, it was beautiful houses on the top of the hills. E. Subordinate sub, subordinate clause transformation. The use of the word for that should be so that. For example, the teacher gave
could for the student could answer the errors which may be made by students are not only shown above, but there is a possibility to make others error.
Okay, thank you, Finny, for your explanation. So next is Devhia, Suci, Ardhana. Time is
I
yours.
will continue the explanation. Meanwhile, Betty Scramper Azar pointed out several examples of type of writing error in grammar aspect. They are as follows. First, singular plural. Example, incorrect. He have been here for 6 months. Correct. He has been here for 6 months. Second, word form. Example, incorrect. I saw a beauty picture. Correct. I saw a beautiful picture. Third, word choice. Example, incorrect. She got on the taxi. Correct. She got into the taxi. Fourth, verb tense. Example, incorrect. He is here since June. Correct. He has been here since June. Fifth, add word. Example, incorrect. I won't go to the zoo. Correct. I want to go to the zoo. Okay, the last material will be delivered by Yuli. Time is yours.
Okay, continue the explanation. 6 is omit a word. Example, incorrect. 6 enter